I live in Texas. I live in rural Texas, which means we have a lot of country roads, a lot of twists and turns behind the scenes. And I worked at a flower shop for about 10, 11 years. And part of the duties there was to make deliveries. And this was a especially, hectic time. I don't remember if it was Mother's Day or Valentine's or what, but or a bunch of funerals going on at the same time. But I remember it was really hectic. And we ended up having this delivery that was way out in the boondocks, way out in the woods, right? And so I'm like, I can do it. I'm the best with directions. Let me take it. Let me go. So I get up, get the man on the phone, and I'm like, how do I go? You know, I go 11 miles here, 2 miles here, 3 miles here, whatever. He starts guiding me in. And he is horrible with directions. I mean, it is unbelievable how people sometimes find their way home, because they just can't give directions back to people. Anyway, so he finally guides me in, and I'm like, sir, is there any landmarks? Is there any tree that looks funny? Is there any boulders left from some explosion a million years ago? Are they building anything? Is there anything to let me know I'm on the right track? No, ma'am, there's just not nothing. There's just not anything, and I'm so sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, well, I've got the phone, and I will call you if I get lost. I'm going to do my best. I'm headed out now. So I take off, and he lives in ungodly hell. So I'm traveling, and I'm going, and I'm twisting, and things are making sense, and I make my way there. But you know what? When I get there, there's this giant, like, 3-foot by 5-foot sign that's like, welcome to John and Glenda's house. And I go on up into the yard, and I knock on the door, and I give him the flowers, and I said, sir, I'm the one that spoke to you on the phone and got the directions to come out, and I'm glad you're having a good day, and here you go, blah, blah. But just for a little tip, next time you have a delivery person coming out, why don't you mention the great big green sign with you and your wife's name on it? That would really, really be a help. And he's like, oh, been out there so long, I forgot I even had it. Jesus, Kneezus. Very hard to find these people sometimes. Please have good directions. And another thing, since we are in Texas, please, you don't know how many times I've made a delivery to a locked fence that was keeping in livestock. You don't know how many times I've been told, look under the rock and dig into the mud, and you'll find a box, and that'll be the key to the lock, and come on in, shut it behind you, don't let the cows or the donkeys out, and beware of the dog when you get to the front porch. Oh, and when you're all done on the way out, put it back in the box, put it back in the hole, cover it up, and stick a rock on it. And it's like, why can't I just get to the fence and honk the horn, and you come out to meet me? And they're like, no, you're a delivery person. Off I go with a smile. Fresh flowers for you, and have a good day. Oh, and the time I went to this man's house, knocked on the door, and it was swarming with hornets. Swarming. So I immediately start backing up. His dog's barking because he has a glass door, so he sees me coming. The dog does. There's hornets everywhere. I back up. The guy comes to the door, and he says, yeah, it's a little nasty, isn't it? And I said, yeah. And so, like, I'm waiting for him to come and help, and I'm like, can I just set them right here? And he's like, well, no, I'd rather you didn't, because the cat might knock them off. And I said, well, what are we going to do? And he says, well, you're a delivery person, bring them to the door. And I said, I'm afraid of getting stung. And he said, well, so am I, and it's your job to deliver them. And I'm just like, you special person, you. And I didn't get stung, and I never had to go back. You know, I don't think I would have went back. Anyway, that's a little tidbit about deliveries and trying to get things where they're supposed to be on time, and the bull you go through. Got plenty more stories about deliveries. Trust me. It's crazy out there. Hats off to UPS and FedEx and all you guys, because it's crazy. Anyway, have a good day.